Ladies and gentlemen, filmmakers and moviegoers alike, welcome to this week's episode of Critically Casual, where Dev is currently testing to see if there's something wrong with how I have things set up here. Testing.
Okay, audio sounds all right. It was weird. The song started out sounding kind of like there was like like someone had like a synthesizer and like kind of moved it a little bit the wrong way, so it didn't sound in key.
Okay.
But as the song went on, it slowly fixed itself.
Huh. I didn't notice it at all. So, like in my headphones, it all sounded great. I love that song.
So
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what happened there.
Yeah. Either way. Hi, I'm Shrika, Steven. Over there's Dev, Dorkydev. Hi. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Great shirt.
It's my John Travolta shirt.
That was such a good purchase. Yeah, welcome to Cricket Casual. It's that time to talk about movies. Yeah, do you have anything you want to say before we start talking about movies?
I'm really confused why you're doing the intro this way. It sounds a little off.
I don't know. I'm just going with it. Who cares? This is Critically fucking casual.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are we good?
Sure, absolutely. Let's just get in here. Let's just start talking about this week's movies. Which this week, because I'm so clever and original with my titles, I called it "Still Just a Nic in a Cage." Despite all Dev's rage, it's still just Nic in a cage. That was the long con setup there.
I don't rage that often.
You know, it's okay. But let's get in here. We're going to start talking about The Rock. Then we'll go into The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which I misspelled, I just realized, but it's fine. And then we're going to get into the news and wrap up. Towelnet. Yes. I was tired when I was working on this. Can you tell? It's fine. It's fine.
It's not misspelled across the board, is it?
Hmm?
Is it misspelled across the board?
I don't think so. I didn't copy it. I typed it every time. So we'll see how it goes. Whoops. So yeah, let's get in here. Let's start talking about our first movie today, which is The Rock.
Okay, yes, The Rock was released April 22nd wrong screen. June 7th of 1996 with a budget of $75 million. It opened at $25 million and grossed in the US and Canada $134 million, while worldwide it made $335 million. And man, I really forget how fucking fun this dumb movie is. Yeah, because dude, it's a dumb movie, but man, does it have fun with itself?
I would agree with
This
that.
is one of those times. This is like that movie that Michael Bay actually had a good movie to go with. If that makes sense. Like, it's not the best movie. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, if
But,
you look
like-
at Michael Bay's like known for, you've got Armageddon, which came out. He was a producer for that, and then we have Transformers, two different Transformers movies, and then there's The Rock. Literally, those are the four movies he's most well known for.
I mean, this movie has his undershot where he does the spin around.
Mm-hmm.
This movie has a soundtrack that, like, I forget how good. One thing Michael Bay will always be good at is having the score match what's happening. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Michael Bay's IMDb, if you look at his filmography for his directing, he was a music video director up until The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock was his first ever feature film.
Yeah. he knows how to pair music really well with what's happening on screen.
Well, I mean, on here. Sorry, I may have misspoke there. What's this? No, sorry. He worked on Bad Boys. He directed Bad Boys. That might have been his first movie.
It's also Hans is a one of the composers for the music in this. Nick Glennie Smith is also another one. Um, like it just like every time the music kind of hits, like my brain goes like this kind of feels like Transformers a little bit, in like in the right ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I'm like, right, this soundtrack actually kind of like knows what it needs to be as the music's progressing and stuff. Um, Also, someone I forgot who was in this was Bookin Woodbine, who is one of our Marvel connections of the day, because he plays Shocker.
Which version?
Completely forgot. Okay, fair. Um, the MCU version.
I mean, there
Which
were two
version?
Shockers in that movie.
One who doesn't die. Forgot he was in this movie. I saw him like, oh right. He used to be more of a character actor at the time. That's
Mhm.
right. Tony Todd's in this movie. David Morris, John Spencer, Ed Harris, and then obviously our two fucking stars, Sean Connery and Nicolas fucking Cage. Like, dude, this movie just does it right on so many levels.
Pretty good. I mean, there are some dumb things in here. There's always
Yeah.
dumb things in every Nick Cage movie, but like the one thing that stood out the most for me was like the end dialogue in this movie, where Sean Connery's talking to Nicolas Cage. He's like, "You know where your last name came from? His last name is Goodspeed," and he's like, "Yeah, it comes from Godspeed." It's like, oh, what a revelation! You just remove one letter, and it's supposed to be this super meaningful thing. It just that was the part that made me like my nitpickiest thing about this whole movie was the part that I was like, that's such a dumb line of fucking dialogue, and that's supposed to be like,
But you want to know on the opposite end of dumb, where it's fucking cool,
hmm.
is the losers always complain about doing their best.
Hmm.
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
She was the prom
Carla was the prom queen.
queen.
Really? Like, as he goes, she was the prom queen. And, like, dude.
I want it like part of me also if I was in that moment like where he cocks the gun, he's like, I'm ready. I would have loved because they were supposed to be like a stealthy moment. And he's like, I'm ready. And it was a really loud click. I was like, could you imagine that just, what was that? They're over there. Fuck. It's just, and they just had to start running because he gives them away. Still, it was fun. It was interesting to see this movie again after not seeing it in so long. Especially because this movie is what, 16 years old? 26 years old?
26 years old, Steven.
Man, it's almost older than you are. Not true. I've. It's impossible for it to be older than you are. It's fine. It's okay.
What the fuck?
I'm just having fun. I don't know.
Why are you being so insultive?
I I don't know.
Uh-huh. Anyways, this movie is super quotable. Here, I'm gonna pull up some of my favorite quotes in
Mhm.
here that they have on here. Obviously, there's John that we just talked about. Are you sure you're ready? I'll do my best. Your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. Carla was the prom queen. Really? Gosh, gun. Yeah. Like, there's that. While in the prison morgue. You've been around a lot of corpses. Is that normal? What, the fate thing? Yeah, the fate thing. That happens. Well, I'm having a hard time concentrating. Can you do something about it? Like what? Kill him again? Like, this movie is just one-liners, and it works.
I mean, my favorite is, what do you say we cut the chit-chat? A-hole!
Yeah. The chit-chat a-hole.
Yeah. You almost got me killed twice, and my jaw hurts like hell.
This was also my favorites. Look, I'm a biochemist. Most of the time, I work at a little jar and lead a very uneventful life. I drive a Volvo, a beige one. But what I'm dealing with here is one of the most deadly substances Earth has ever known. So what do you say you cut me some freaking slack? Because he's calm all the way through it until that moment. Like, the grunge stuff.
Vaporized? A body can vaporize? Oh, yeah. Absolutely, sir.
Oh, Mac, why am I not surprised, you piece of shit? It's just so fucking stupid.
I mean,
The fucking elevator. Okay, I don't want to know I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know nothing. I never saw the gentleman off. You throw the gentleman. All I care about. Are you happy with your haircut?
and then we never saw the answer. The barber was never
Nope.
seen again.
Oh, yep.
Hopefully he's okay.
Like, there's some. Oh, it's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that sticks out to me is freaking Sean Connery cutting a hole through the screen glass with a flattened coin, and he's doing like his "Here's Johnny" moment, but
Where he says that line. Womack, why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
yeah.
Another good one. Carla, you didn't mean what you said, did ya? When? Right now, when you're talking about bringing a child in the world and having it be an act of cruelty. I meant it at the time. Stanley, at the time, you said it 7.5 seconds ago.
Well, a lot has happened since
Oh,
then.
well, gosh. Not a lot's happened since then.
Like this great cheesy 90s dialogue. Like
Yes.
it's a grunge thing, you know.
Yes.
It's so like cheesy and silly. It's enjoyable. But at the same time, I also do enjoy the story that we get. I do think it's a little silly that the whole like MacGuffin thing is a gas that we actually never get to see used, except for once where it's more of an acid than a gas. But
Yeah.
no.
I love pressure. I ate it for breakfast. Just reading through some of these. They're so good. Oh, another good one. You broke out. Let me see if I can get this straight. Down the incinerator chute, on the mine car, through the tunnels to the power plant, under the steam engine. That was really cool, by the way. And into the cistern through the intake pipe. But how? By the name of Zeus's butthole did you get out of your cell? I only ask because in our current situation, well, it could prove useful information. Maybe.
Praise sacred.
My son.
Like, as he's walking by and opening the cells.
Yep. I'm sure this will be a great bedtime story to tell your kid. You're insane, Mason. The kid will have nightmares. I'll spend all my money on shrinks. Hey, Mason hanging up, upside down. Mason, you all right? Yes. Perfectly okay, you fucking idiot. Like,
It's just one-liner central, yeah.
so, it's so good.
I do like the whole thing too. Like, I do like the way that the props rockets were designed to look as well. Like, I like the casing. I like the intricate string of pearl designs. Uh, it was fun and adorable. I just this is a good movie. It-
Oh, yeah. Where is it? I saw it on here. This is one of my favorites. Listen, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Stand good feet. Or good speed. FBI. Let's talk music. Do you like Elton John? The Elton John song, Rocket Man? I don't like soft ass shit. Oh, you. Oh. Well, I only bring it up because, it's you. You're the Rocket Man. Boop, beep. Ah!
It's so cheesy.
But it's so perfect. This is perfect 90s, okay? This encapsulates what we grew up with movies and why I am the way I am.
I mean, we grew up with these kind of movies. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. We weren't quite old enough to understand what was happening. But then once we hit our development age, in the early 2000s, we these were the movies we watched. Like, these are the movies that our parents watched. So,
Yeah, well, because like this movie was on TV, like movies all the time. Mind you, my brain forgets how much this movie actually cusses.
yeah.
A lot of fucks. Were given in this. So yeah. But yeah, I loved it. I loved rewatching this. This was good. This was a good, just like kind of go back to some fun.
So, the one thing that doesn't make sense to me, I had to be nitpicky again, is uh the needle thing. Like, in the beginning of the movie, we're told that we need to not die from this gas, which acts more like an
Are you gonna
acid.
complain where it hits him?
No,
Oh,
I don't care that that's clearly not his heart.
okay.
The thing that I care about is it's not really established that our character has like a fear of needles or anything. So the beginning of the movie, he does his job without using the vaccine or whatever, because apparently doesn't want to use it or something, or he thinks it's going to take up too much time or something.
Yeah.
And then we see it again later where he's exposed to the acid gas and he stabs himself in the heart. Sure. But like the question I ultimately have is, how does an injection in the heart stop your skin from melting?
Steven, movie got a movie.
Yeah.
I haven't used that in a bit. I'm gonna use it here.
Mhm.
Fair.
Sure.
I've kept myself from using it a lot recently. So I think the podcast has earned the right to as a movie.
I don't know. I'm sad that I introduced you to that saying.
Yeah, but I don't use it that often.
It's still, anytime I feel what could be a genuine gripe. Yeah, movie's got a movie. It's fine.
Well, is it a genuine gripe?
Kind of.
Are you just the person who's got to poke potholes and everything?
No, I'm not the road system.
Plot holes. Sorry, my fucking bad. You don't misspeak ever? Oh, my bad. Sorry, Mr. Fucking Perfect on the show. Oh, wait, never mind. You misspeak all the fucking time.
I also can't type, spell,
I know.
or read.
You misspelled fucking talent.
Huh?
You talentless hack. Anyways.
Talnet is hack, actually.
The what?
Talnet is hack, actually.
Anyways.
Uh,
Like, I'm going to say this. you're just poking holes in a movie, like as just small plot holes. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there's
We're told it's
also
gonna work. It's gonna work.
gonna work. Yeah, movie magic. It's gonna work. I mean, plus I do think it's kind of silly that to add tension to the movie, they have to do like the arbitrary. Oh, we've got a time limit, and like it makes sense in some aspects where it's like we have to do it by this time or else we're gonna fire the rockets. Like that, sure, that makes sense. But then the time limit that's actually important is the we're gonna bomb Alcatraz unless you do this thing. Like, and I feel like that time limit could probably be done without. Like, it adds interesting tension, sure, but it also pulls away from our main cast, our main two that we're watching often. Like, it kind of pulls us from the momentum of the movie just so they could be like, how are those bombs coming? All right, back to the movie.
Okay. Yes, but and hear me out.
Hmm.
90s got a 90s.
Okay. That valid argument there, Dev.
It is. It's the 90s, dude. Like, you gotta bomb something, you're gonna bomb something. You gotta have one massive explosion in an action movie. Come on.
But there wasn't even. I mean, there was one explosion.
Yeah, lift a trolley off the ground.
Hmm. I mean, there was that. There was also the explosion at the end of the movie.
That's what I was talking about. You don't have that without the bombs.
Yeah. Why do I feel like I've seen a man standing on an island about to be bombed? I feel like I've seen that recently. Nick Cage, Daniel Craig. So yeah, 90s law.
I'm not even gonna allow that.
90s logic is flawless, like Monster says over there.
Yeah. 90s got a 90s, dude.
So hmm.
Hate all you want, you know it's true.
I do hate a little bit. Dev's dying inside?
Am I dying inside?
Okay. Like, I don't think Dev's dying inside just because I made a bad joke. It's more I'm dying on the inside. Because ultimately, like, movies got a movie is a really good argument. It is and it isn't. Like, it's the most I'm gonna sweep this under the rug argument, but that's just what movies are. They're like, they don't have to make sense as long as they're fun and entertaining.
I don't use it all the time, but Steven, when it's just something simple like, well, how does it stop the acid thing from burning the skin?
Or else it gets
We got a movie.
Yep, we got a movie. Yep.
And depending on time frame, 90s got a 90s.
You know what would have been nice for this movie? Is if we got a post-credit scene of Sean Connery and his daughter together.
Okay, we don't need a post-credit scene.
We don't need it, no. Well, I want to know what happened after he was vaporized.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay.
That's what I say to that.
That's understandable. No complaints there. All right, so The Rock. Anything else you want to talk about?
I got nothing.
Nothing else. All right. Here's popcorn kernels, Dev. You got 10 of them.
7.5.
Nice. I was gonna give it a 7.
Oh, cool.
What were you thinking? A 6.5 or something?
6.
6. Yeah. No, this is fun. It does what it set out to do, which is just be a fun, silly action movie. So can't fault it. It did its job right.
Yeah. Well, it puts that at 7.5. I'm okay with that.
I could be meaner, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay, are we ready to move on?
Oh, yeah.
We're moving
ready to
on.
move on.
Next movie, the one that Dev over there is most excited for. The Unbearable Weight of massive talent.
which released April 22nd of 2022 with a opening weekend of $7 million and worldwide $9 million. It's got the not a huge opening weekend, but like it doesn't need a big budget and stuff like that because like, dude, this movie is something else, and I love it for it. Because like,
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you can talk. Go first.
Let's say no. I agree with you. It is definitely something else. I like the meta commentary that they make as they foreshadow the movie as it's happening, and I like the whole the buddy comedy and the transition to the action. I liked a lot of the stuff that this movie had to offer. I was the only one in my I had luckily in my movie theater. I was one of 4 people in that theater. It was nice. I basically had a private showing of this movie all to myself. And but I was the one who was laughing the most in this movie. And a lot of it was just like laughing at things that they do because it's a movie in a movie kind of thing. Like just seeing freaking the opening segment with watching a Nicolas Cage movie on the television, I was like, "Oh, all right." Where else would this go? It was fun. It was entertaining. It was meta. It was also hard for me to watch in the beginning. Not because it was bad, but I have a real hard time with awkward, cringy comedy. It's hard for me to just sit there and watch someone make an ass of themselves. And we had to do that for a good 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh, I can't do this.
I had a blast with it. You want to know why?
Mm-hmm.
There's one simple answer as to why.
Why is that?
Because it's Nic fucking Cage doing it.
Yeah.
And it just fucking worked.
Like, it worked.
Like, because he's playing, because like, just in case you don't get the premise, Nic Cage in this movie is playing Nic Cage, but a dramatized version of himself. Who like, because like he's not like this in real life. This is a movie version of him. And like it's hilarious because as it goes on, like, because like if you watch the interviews and stuff like that, he talks about how like the big thing about playing Nick in this movie was the fact that like he's got to play himself, but to a degree that like isn't him, and he felt like it would be really weird.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that sold him on this was actually the character Nikki, a young version of him that's in his head, and it just works. And like I just because like he understands the meta of it. Like he gets to, like Nic Cage gets to dress Nic Cage the entire movie. 'Cause I don't know if you've ever seen this dude like red carpets and shit like that.
Dude,
But he has a style to himself that is only described as Nic Cage.
There's an interview with him on some red carpet where he's in, I think, the UK, and he's like, "Yes, I was here and I wanted some shortbread cookies, so I decided I was gonna get the shortbread cookies. I really like the shortbread cookies, so I decided I was gonna dress up like a can of shortbread cookies." So here I am on the runway in a fucking plaid, like red.
Why is your Nic Cage Colonel Sanders?
I don't know. Because I can't do fucking accents. I can make noises. What do you want from me?
You have good accents. Reggie's is pretty good.
It's like the
So
worst
Willie.
Southern accent ever.
So Willie's is pretty good, and so's Billy when you get into role. Billy takes you some warm up though.
Yes,
like, I will
it
say
takes
that.
me a while to get into Billy.
Like you have to actually like you have to kind of like you have to shake off so much. But like
I have to
dude,
pretend to be a muscle bound man who's an idiot. Muscle bound's the hard part.
You have to play someone who's smarter than Willie, but dumber than Reginald.
So right about where I am. I'm just kidding. At least Billy
Depends on
can
where you
read.
put Reginald. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Billy can read. Willie's still learning. He's gotten better.
He's gotten better. It's just because I'm being lazy.
That's fair. Anyways, yeah, because like, dude, this movie is just is fucking stupid in all the right ways. Like this.
Oh yeah, the whole. Yeah, I don't know which hand it is, but still.
It's just so good. Oh, sorry, I have it backwards because my camera's backwards. So it's this, right? No, I had it right the first time, didn't I?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
No one's asked
All right.
Reggie to read Monster, so no one knows. I'm kidding.
No, I was right the second time. Okay. Okay. There we go. But yeah, like, he just does this all the time, like as his like introduction. Um, God, it's fucking stupid in all the right ways. The cast is hilarious. Like, dude, Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal like together
It went well.
just fucking works.
Yeah, I mean, Pedro Pascal is great, so it makes sense. But I was also like, it wasn't a combination that I was expecting to work as well as it did. Especially the freaking, like, his room, you know? Like, there were a handful of things in that room, by the way, that I almost bought for you for your birthday. Like, that frequent sequin pillow. My stepmother was like, you should buy that for Dev. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Because they're terribly uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I would have found a place back here to put it. You know that, right?
Uh-huh. I have an idea. I do have an idea. It's just money and finding someone who will do it for me.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
You're gonna love
But,
it
like,
if I ever figure it out. So
is it a poster of Rick Lage?
no,
Is it a Nic Cage portrait?
of some kind.
Fuck. Yeah, that'd be funny. I can't wait to see whatever you pull off. I didn't figure out what I'm gonna pull off for you, so.
I mean, what was it? I told Sonic over there. I've told you like my most amazing prank gift that I want to do to somebody. The 3 gifts thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of these days. And you're my closest friend, so I know you'll forgive me eventually if I do it.
My problem is I'm gonna say this. My problem with doing a gift for you, I'm not gonna lie, dude, is that I think I kind of topped it when I got everyone together for the one gift.
Yeah, that was something.
And ever since then, I've been kind of like, how the fuck do I top that? You did Dragon Balls, which are cool,
Yeah,
but
it's a good question. How do you top a freaking console?
I know.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
I mean, we don't have to get better and better gifts for each other. It's the thought that counts.
But I have to get better gifts for you. Just have a car pull up with you to your house next year.
That would be something. In 1 year, Dev, the most famous streamer in the world, buys all his friends cars.
Yeah, right.
See, if you were suddenly rich, I don't like you would what I think you would do, and then we'll get back on topic with the movie here.
Right.
If you were rich, what I think you would do, probably the first thing you would do would either be donate to something like the American Heart Association or Feeding America or something like that. It's either that or it's going to be trying to convince everyone to move together. Like, or at least the same area. You know, like, it's like, I've got enough money to buy 6 houses, everybody. Want to live in this little community so we can create the horror headquarters?
You're not entirely wrong. Because one of the first things I would buy is actually just buy a house. But then I would also be using it for like I would. You're also right about the charity thing because that's also something that I would use money for. And yes, I would also try to take care of other people, including like if they wanted to, living in my area and being like, hey, I have a place where we just can create things. Do you want to be a part of
it? See,
and
now everyone's asking what you're going to buy them when you're rich and famous.
I'm not buying you a Corvette, okay? Hold the fuck up. I'm never gonna get beast status here, okay? Like, come on.
Yeah.
But one of my one selfish purchase, okay, is a 67 Shelby GT 500.
Illinois.
Yes, 100%. That is my selfish purchase.
For me, sorry, go ahead.
Because buying a house, I don't think is a selfish purchase. Why can't I say purchase today? The fuck?
I don't know.
Can you say it, please?
Purchase?
Purchase. Okay, it's getting better.
It's good. It's closer.
Purchase.
You know them there purchases over there.
Stop saying it wrong. You're gonna fuck me up. Purchase.
Purchase.
It's like career wheel. I have to slow down to say it. I don't know why all of a sudden my brain can't say it. Have you heard me try to say that before back in middle school? You remember that career wheel thing in? I can't say it fast.
Did people also make fun of you for how you pronounced aluminum? Or is that somebody else? Okay.
No. It was how I said a Toyota for a while.
Got
it. No, I said Toyota.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Ashton.
Ashton.
Let's say if I had one selfish purchase, if I was rich. So here's the stupid thing. My first thought of
rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive.
Rear wheel drive. There we go. Yeah.
My one selfish purchase, which is also kind of stupid when I think about it, it's like if I was rich, the first thing I would do is pay off all of my debt, like my student loan debt. Yeah. But then it's like, then it doesn't fucking matter. I'm rich. Debt doesn't fucking matter anymore. So why would I pay it off? I'm rich. I mean, no one cares if you're rich. They're like, oh, he's rich. It doesn't matter. It won't take my money anymore once I'm rich. Okay, let's focus. Let's get back on task. Like Nic Cage in the middle of a movie. Let's focus up here. Not like we ever went anywhere, but we're back.
Yeah, not that we went anywhere. Which, by the way, I said a lot last night. Because last night I did introduce Ricky.
That's Rick going through his midlife crisis as Ricky.
Oh, it's far worse than that.
Oh no. Reggie's gonna hate Ricky.
Dakota hates Ricky. To the point I'm not allowed at the nest right now.
Shit. Oh. All right.
Because Rick is fighting Ricky internally. And they're vying for power inside. Yes. Ask Mighty, it's amazing. Mighty and Sully can fill you in on that. But it's arguably some of the best RP I've done.
So, now that since the person's not here, can you remind me who Sully is in City?
Oh, he's Sully or Neowick. I've met them a couple times.
Yeah, I don't remember meeting them.
But he wasn't in City for it, neither was Mighty. They were watching.
Yeah.
So they understand the depth of stuff I was doing. Because some of the RP stuff I was doing wasn't stuff people would hear either. Because I was doing a little bit of this in Rick's head. Because there's two voices. There's obviously my Rick Lage voice, right? That I talk with all the time. But then there's Nikki. I'm Nikki.
Just more
Ricky.
edge, aggressive.
Yeah, there's more edge to it. It's a little bit higher up. It's a little bit more ready to go. It sounds coked up.
I was about to say, like he's on drugs.
Which everyone was like, are you on something? No, I'm good. I'm Rickolas fucking woo! Lage!
Wow.
Everyone's gonna hate Ricky. And I'm gonna see if I can take this even further. Don't worry.
Right.
I have a plan. I need to talk to the right person to make this happen.
Oh, great.
Don't worry. I'm setting things into motion. It will be hilarious.
Just like this movie.
Yes. Just like this movie, which was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage ooze chemistry.
They do. I love the bromance that they develop in this movie.
Yes, 100%. Like, they're fantastic. And that room dude is hilarious. Like, he walks by the cylinder structure, like, and says the line. I'm like, this is perfect. This movie's perfect. Like, I can't ask for anything else.
How much did you pay for this grotesque statue? It's about $6,000. I'll pay you $20.
When he's at the mirror, do you really want to go inside there? Yeah. Yes, I have to. Okay. Lights up. Everything's in there. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty fun. Like, I do think it's funny too that the I don't know what the character's name is, but the girl in the very beginning of the movie, who, yeah, just it's just silly that she's freaking. I don't know. Like, I both like and dislike her in this movie, just because I think it's a little silly to cold open with a character that has no importance other than being like the important thing. But then halfway through the movie, a little more than halfway, the important thing is the family now, and the girl's just like a bonus, you know? So it's almost like they didn't need to have her in the first place to make the movie happen. But
right.
I don't know, like, I don't know the behind the scenes for this movie. I feel like there was a lot done once they started editing, and they probably had to do a bunch of reshoots. But I don't know, because I feel like when they first advertised this movie, it had something to do about him auditioning for like a movie by some famous director. And now it's him just being him and eventually making a movie.
Yeah, true.
So, but it's still,
but it's a comedy.
Yeah.
And like, I'm gonna say this: we can't grade comedies like we do other movies.
in a way, yes.
Because like comedies is so subjective, and B, we rarely review comedies on this show because it's tough for us. Because like comedies are 100% hit or miss. Like, they either slap for you or they just don't work. There's not really a lot of comedies that you would put in the middle range. You know what I mean?
Can I ask you a favor, Dev, real fast before you continue?
Yeah.
Can you unwrinkle your shirt for me, please?
What do you mean you don't like the
I'm so fucking distracted by that fucking face. I just like I couldn't focus. I'm sorry.
ADHD
motherfucker. It's just a fucking like noseless Nicolas Cage was, I wouldn't say triggering me, but like, yes, that. The fuck is that? Thank you for humoring me there. Oh, I'm sorry.
Also, I just want to say I love that my style for Richolas is like Nic Cage in that scene where he does this. Because like
you got to get some red sunglasses.
those ones are tough to find because they have like sunglasses of a similar style, but they don't have red lens ones.
Yeah.
I actually own a pair of that kind of style sunglasses though myself. I'm debating at some point cosplaying as Richolas, which would be hilarious. I just need the jacket. Yeah, like, dude, he like this is just stupid fun. Like, that's the best way to put it. Everyone's so good. Like, Tiffany Haddish is great in it. Like Neil Patrick Harris isn't in it long, but he's funny as fuck in his scenes. Like, is it supposed to hurt? Yeah, it releases the stress. Fuck yes. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like Nick saying that.
I think my favorite bit too was like just the cameos at the end of the movie with the family, you know? Like just just they're there for 5 seconds and I'm like, okay, that's hilarious.
You have Demi Moore as his wife in the movie. You have Anna McDonald. And then you have where's the movie version of Maria? You have that on here?
I don't think they do.
There. But like the fact they got Demi Moore to just like show up for AC.
Yeah. Like it's kind of I feel like that's the same story that happened with like what's his name? Chris Evans in Free Guy, where it's just like he was in city or in the city and we just messaged him off the blue to do this real cameo part real fast. It's like that's kind of how it feels. It's like she was in the city, and who would never work with Nicolas Cage? Like what caliber? Demi Moore. Let's just get her in here real fast.
Just shows up. Like I said, like this movie, it's really dude. The entire LSD scene.
They follow this.
Is hilarious. Which is, you want to know what's even funnier is that like, all right, so after I saw this movie, which was Sunday. Rick, again, a little bit of a detail of why Rick's on the deep end right now is Rick went to tryout for a role. And he got told he gave the best performance. He got a 9 out of 10 from one of the people and a 10 out of 10 from the other person. But he was passed.
They went in a different direction.
Yes, 100% what he was told. And he's spiraling from it. And what Rick did is just did a ton of cocaine and acid. And it ended in one of my favorite clips on the channel right now of Rick on acid being chased by Mario.
Okay, you'll have to send that to me so I can watch it later.
Yes. I mean, like, and it works so well because, like, it's so stupid. But, like, it was hilarious to me because I'm like, this is my acid scene. This is it. It was so good. And my brain went, you know, I understand, like, that, like, I was there because there was an opportunity to sign up for a role in City. And I was like, this is perfect because I've wanted to introduce since I saw the trailer where Nikki was a thing. And I'm like, fuck yes. This is perfect RP material that I can like I can take the influence of that and use it in a way that works for Rick. And this moment happened because Rick has been down bad multiple times recently.
Yeah.
Like shit keeps happening. So Rick keeps having shit happen to him that has put him in a bad spot. And that was the last thing. And he had a huge fucking bender. And now Ricky's born.
As long as Ricky will write a movie script, all that Reggie cares.
Ricky's got a plan. We're going to be back on top.
Not that we ever went anywhere. God damn it. Uh, I wonder how many people in the server saw this movie. Like,
not enough, because no one but you are gonna get this, and I are gonna get this probably for right now.
yeah, at least for a while, because nobody likes Nicolas Cage anymore. He's a
No,
washed
everyone
up Hollywood.
hey, hey! You don't say that shit here. Not in this house.
This is my house.
But yeah, like, this movie is fucking funny. Go see it, please. Because, like, you can tell everyone in it just had fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just works so well.
Any surprise? I mean, other than like the cameos that we got at the end of the movie, was there anyone that you were kind of surprised that was in this movie?
Maybe not surprised they were in this movie. I haven't seen a lot with them.
Mm.
Sharon Hogan, I think she was really good.
Okay, yeah. She did a pretty good job as the wife, divorced wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, like, I've seen a lot with him, but since I hadn't seen anything for this movie, I was surprised that NPH was in this movie. Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, yeah.
Though
You don't watch trailers, so.
yeah. Though I gotta say, Paco Leon as Lucas, great actor as well. Absolutely. So,
Fucking killed it.
you know what I think would have been funny is we'll talk about it a little more in spoilers, but when Nic Cage gets his getup on to go meet Lucas, I would have laughed if we got to see this Nic Cage looking person walk up, Lucas threatens him, and then like 5 seconds later, the real Nic Cage walks up looking a lot worse. Like, yeah, I'm here. So there's like, yeah.
I mean, his wife was a makeup artist. Like, come on.
I get you. It looks good. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just I enjoyed this. It was funny. There were moments where I thought it was a little slow, but that's only because it was the type of humor that I don't really like. Like I said, the awkward, cringy comedy humor is hard for me to watch. So it was every minute of that was an hour.
I mean, fair, but I had a blast. It's only 90 minutes, too, so, like, it's a quick watch.
Yeah.
Like, I got it. I went, all right. I might be able to start stream by 6 if I'm here at 2. All right, it's only an hour and a half movie. Oh, I can be live by, like, 5.
Mm.
Cool.
And then he didn't go live until 2 in the morning.
That was last night.
Sunday, sorry.
Yeah, that was Sunday that I did that. And yes, Monster, that clip is hilarious.
Well, all right. Is there anything else non-spoilery, spoilery that we want to talk about?
No.
No? No? Movie ratings then?
Movie ratings. Give me your popcorns.
Hey, for me, my popcorns for this movie, which was a good movie.
I don't know, like, I'll say this, kind of judge it differently than you would a normal movie due to the fact that it is a comedy.
I'm torn somewhere between a 7.5 and an 8. Because, like...
That's about what I predicted.
Yeah, sorry, there's confusion here. I'll explain it later. It's not important for the show. So like 7.5 and an 8, because like 7.5 feels good, I guess, but if not quite enough at the same time. But 8 for me also feels like too much. But we always round up, I guess. So let's round up to 8.
Okay.
8 out of 10.
Okay,
For
I'm not
now.
gonna lie to you.
Really?
I'm sorry. I know you're disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in me. Okay.
Okay, fine. As long as you're disappointed in yourself, that's all that.
But like for me, like when we talk about movies on this show that were built for me, like 1917, Skyfall, The Batman,
Every Marvel movie.
Not every Marvel movie's gotten a 10 from me. You know that. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent gets a 10 from me because it's on that list of movies that I could watch and enjoy every time I viewed it.
Mm.
Which puts that at a 9 overall. And I know, I can hear the boos at home, but I must make this sacrifice of giving it a 10.
I think
I must be the hero.
ultimately for me, why it doesn't get a higher score is, yes, this is Nicolas Cage playing Nic Cage.
Yeah.
But there wasn't as much unhinged as I wanted, you know?
Oh, that's 100% fair, but I think it was perfect for me because, like, it understood. I think the unhinged worked. Well, the unhinged worked because it came from Nikki, mostly, and then like moments around around that, or that my favorite line, which I'm going to use if I'm ever in a moment where I have a gun pointed to me.
No, fuck you. All right. I hate it already. I'm going to be playing Guy more often now.
No, you're not. You know you want to be a part of this.
Okay. All right. Anything before we head into spoilers?
Let's head into spoilers.
Okay. Spoilers it is. BD.
Let's get ready to spoiler! I don't want to set it up. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's fine. It works.
It's a filler, okay?
Filler spoiler, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about in spoilers, but there's some to talk about. That fucking line. It takes what, like 4 milliseconds or some like.
Yeah, hang on. Let me. Well, there we go. It has to be here.
I don't know if it's been long enough that it's like there yet.
I mean, it's said twice. It has to be there somewhere, right? Let's see. No. Okay. I'll look it up here.
This line's great. Oh, you have it?
No, sorry. I just saw something else. Did you see the news article from it was an interview. I don't remember who did it specifically, but it was an interview with the producer for The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. And they said that if they didn't get Nic Cage to play Nic Cage, the next option was Daniel Day-Lewis as Nic Cage.
Didn't he retire from acting?
I think so, but
but like if you're gonna get anyone to play him, you get the greatest character actor of all time.
Yeah.
that would have been interesting to watch. This line's really funny. Look, the guy who owns that owns this house. What's his name? Javi. Look, if Javi wants me to fuck his wife or watch me watch him fuck his wife, that's a no-go. Do you understand? It's no bueno. There's a beat. I'm Javi. Nic Cage. Are those my kind of golden guns? They're my golden guns.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill you. You're the last person I want to kill. I love you. I love you!
I think my favorite thing is their whole, like, your 3 favorite movies. I love the fact it's like, you can't, out of the huge, like, long drive, back to the home where they're talking about movies and like the whole rich history of them, and then your 3 favorite movies: Face Off. I can't remember what the second one he said was. The German film.
Yeah, the German film.
And then Paddington 2. It's like, what?
Paddington 2. What?
I mean,
that made me cry the entire time.
Made me want to be a better man. Bullshit, man. And the next scene.
And I love how that actually pays off at the end.
Yeah.
The daughter being like, any movie? Yeah.
Paddington.
Paddington 2. And you just see him light up. And I'm like, aw. Fuck. Does Paddington immediately end on the Nic Cage list?
No.
We gotta add Paddingtons to the list then. If they until we figure that out.
I can't find the exact quote. I've checked a bunch different things. But I know exactly which quote you're talking about. Since he says it twice in the fucking movie.
Yeah, but it came out this weekend, so not all the quotes are out yet. But yeah, it's essentially about how like it takes like X about a second, like milliseconds for his doula Emily to send a signal down to my itchy trigger finger. Now, you might hit, you're gonna pull that trigger. But by the time you do that, your gray matter's gonna be screwing across the wall. And that's the last thing I do. Well, I say, whoa! No, whoa! That's one hell of a way to go out.
I can't find that quote, but I do see, like, for some reason, it's like, it takes 43 muscles to frown, 17 to smile, but only 3 to pull the trigger. A different quote altogether.
Fair.
But, this movie, like, I loved it. It was fun. It was entertaining. I had a great time watching it. But, like I said, I feel like things changed when they started working on it and editing it, which isn't a bad thing. It really isn't. Because the movie that we got was great. It was funny. I loved it. That's why I gave it an 8, ultimately. It was a good time. But if it wasn't for like the meta dialogue and commentary that they have between the two characters, I'm not sure that this would have gone out the way it did. Because they're literally making a movie about their experience while watching the movie for like us watching the. So like it's like this 3 levels of movie. There's Inception going on here, and it's fun and it's a good time. And thankfully, the dialogue really is what pulls it together. But like, there's a part of me that wants to be cynical and be like, the tone shifting, the blah 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 is weird. But like, ultimately, I'm not gonna do that because it was still a fun movie to watch. Once again, it does what it set out to do, which was just be entertaining.
And it does that really well.
Yeah. I wasn't paying attention too much, but the acid scene where like they're having a good time, they're talking, like they've been staring at us. Have they been? And then the paranoia kicks in and they go run off and do their thing. And then they see them again.
They were different people.
They're different people the second time? Yeah.
Because the first time you see them, they have red hair.
Yes.
The person next to him, the old man.
Yeah.
The second one, they have brown hair, but it's like very similarly styled.
Because my thought was it was the same people. They just did a weird circle and they were just in a different spot in the plaza. Like,
no, it was different people because it was a different spot. So, the fucking wall scene.
Yeah. Oh, hey, man. Look at He just walked around and said, "Oh, it's fine. Let's go."
Oh, goddamn. What a fun movie. Buying it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely justifiable. What'd you think of? I don't know. Like, I feel like the CIA angle is a little weird. Once again, it's what pulls the ending together for us. It really is. But I just feel like the way that these two agents played it was really fast and loose. Like, why would they get Nicolas Cage? I don't know. It's just acting and spycraft are fairly similar, but
Steven.
yes, I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be reality.
Oh, shut up.
Could you imagine? Okay, just fun thing here. What if Javi Gutierrez, the character, met Pedro Pascal?
I don't know. It'd be funny.
I think so. That's the question. Like, that's the silly question that I get left with this movie. Is Nicolas Cage plays Nicolas Cage? Technically, he plays Nic Cage. Different, but whatever. And he is this extreme version of himself, but everyone else is a different person still. So I want to see like those different people meet the original people. I think that'd be hilarious. Like getting to see, getting to have like Richard Fink, the talent agent, be Neil Patrick Harris's talent agent. I think would be hilarious, or something stupid like that.
Yes. But I don't know if we need more from this universe.
No, we don't need it. Like, that's why there's also not a post-credit scene. It's a great beginning to end, all said and done movie.
Yep.
Wrapped up nicely, neatly.
Yes.
Hilariously.
Yep.
I was a little bummed out that, like, I wish Pedro Pascal had a little bit more to do in the finale, like, in the final segments of the movie. But I also feel like he did enough at the same time. Yeah. I loved the transition from the real world where they pull up to the embassy to into the movie. Like the three other people in the theater were confused when it happened, but I was like, it's a movie now. They turned this movie into a movie. Yep. Yeah. Good times. Paddington 2 was adorable. Just, I don't know. Just definitely watch this movie, I would say. It's both entertaining and cheesy at the same time.
100%.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Anything else before we move on to whatever we're doing next?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, all right. Then we're moving on. We're done here. Spoilers are done and through. And we're moving to the news and wrap up. Woo! So, newsy stuff. There is a bunch of random stuff that could be important. Monster, I don't think he'll force you at gunpoint, because no one would let Dev own a gun. He's a criminal in 14 states. Warrants out for his arrest. I don't know. I don't know. So, things that should be talked about. Sony has released information about some of the movies they're making, like Bullet Train. They've released exclusive footage at CinemaCon for Spider-Man Across the Universe, and they've also announced a spin-off series for Miguel whatever. I can't remember his last name. AKA I've never knew his last name because I never read that comic. The Spider-Man
2099, Spider-Man 2099.
There we go. Thank you. He's getting his own little animated Spider-Man spin-off, so that's cool. There's news of what's this guy's name? Bad Bunny is going to be joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Well, Sony's
Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Yes. Marvel's it's Sony's universe of Marvel heroes or some shit like that.
Okay. Let's see. Lots of talk about movies coming out here in a couple weeks. Everyone's excited for Doctor Strange. News. Oh, Bad Bunny to play El Muerto. I don't know who that is.
He's a wrestler character. I can't remember if he's got powers or not.
Oh, hey, Dev. You know how you wanted to push back the Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They did it for you. Super Mario Brothers is now releasing April 7th, 2023.
Well, that made that real easy.
Yeah, it's no longer in December anymore. That's fine.
All right. Didn't know that. Well, that solved that issue real quick.
Yeah. I just saw it here. It was an article posted from on Variety today that they're pushing back the movie.
That's a good sign.
Right? Hey, it just means that they're releasing this movie specifically for my birthday next year.
Fuck.
Let's see. The Bad Guys animated movie apparently is doing very well in theaters right now. But it's also being called out for stealing a lot of things. Like, well, not necessarily stealing, but like...
Wait, which movie?
The Bad Guys. It's the one where a bunch of animal people, even though they're actual humans in their world as well, but the criminals are animals.
Yeah, it's a book series.
Yeah.
What's blamed for stealing?
Just different scenes from other movies. Or just character ideas. Like, apparently, because this main character is a fox, it reminds them of the other movie. Oh, sorry, wolf. But it reminds them of that other movie where there are animals called Zootopia, and the main character was and they have a lot of the same mannerisms, apparently. It's just people being stupid.
Yeah. I mean, okay, because it's based off of books. And let's be real, all art is derivative of art. Nothing is truly 100% original. You want to know why, Steven?
Why is that, Dev?
Because everything has an origin point. Every story. You want to know your answer to why there's nothing original?
Sure.
Because that hasn't happened yet. And then when it happens, someone writes a story about it. Is that really original then?
That was deep.
I'm just saying.
You coming off of your drugs? That's just ridiculous.
Good, man. I'm good.
It's
Nic Cage month.
Let's see. Trying to see if any other news catches my attention, and the answer is no.
Well, I got some news.
Sure, go for it.
Next month's movies.
That is news. I guess you transition now. So next month, you want to hit me with it, Dev?
I hit you with it. We got starting out for the first week of May, we got Pathfinder and The Northman. We've got on the next week, the week I've been so looking forward to, we've got X-Men Origins Wolverine and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. God, I can't wait. Do I think Doctor Strange is going to be the best Marvel movie on our list? No. It's going to be up there, though.
It might be my favorite. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you're weird, though. Love you. Then we got Brightburn. We're finally watching that movie after 2 years of it being on the list and then being like, well, does it really work with this? And Firestarter, a Stephen King movie about powers.
Some people might be disappointed because this Firestarter is a remake. Like, they've done Firestarter in the past, so we could do the two of them. But I want to see Brightburn.
we've pushed Brightburn off long enough. It has to happen. Then we got a Nic Cage week. Mom and Dad and Color Out of Space. Then the week after that, we're going a highway to the danger zone with Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick.
That's a pretty stacked, like, 4 out of the 5 weeks. We are got new movies.
It's been a while since we've done that. Most months have at least 2 movies that we're going to go see through them. So that will be fun.
What's this?
I think this will be fun.
Jurassic Park N?
I don't know why that's there. Sorry. Fixed it.
All right.
Stop looking forward. No future spoilers right now.
No one can see it. It's fine.
Way to reveal that we're going to review like a Jurassic Park movie. Come on. How could you?
I'm sorry. Spoilers. All right. Well, this was fun. These were good movies. They're entertaining.
Yep.
And I got nothing else.
Yeah.
No, we're good here.
Nothing. Yeah.
All right. We're done here, everybody. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a review, leave a comment. I don't know. Leave it up a little. Not that you ever went anywhere, but like, still.
Not that you ever went anywhere.
So yeah, thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys next week for
Pathfinder and Northman.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.